Hello, guys. Today we are at Boston College, a popular university in the US, in search of master's, PhD, and bachelor's opportunities. Yes, today we also have bachelor's, BSc opportunities, and we will begin with that, with the bachelor's opportunities. And we'll be looking at first is presidential scholarship at this university. It's a fully funded scholarship for high achieving students in search of bachelor's funding at Boston College. So I think this picture needs a bit more of diversity. So let's get more people, more international students into this cohort. So if you're interested in this scholarship, the presidential scholarship at Boston College, just go and click on the frequently asked question page and you see the requirements. So, for you to be considered by way of a summary, you have to submit your application early by the 1st of November. So, there's something called early decision. So, early decision, you have to submit your application by the 1st of November, and you're automatically considered if you submit your application before the 1st of November for a bachelor's program at Boston College. You're automatically considered for the presidential scholarship. Hope that is clear. That's quite different from the master's and PhD scholarships or funding that we'll be looking at subsequently. So let's return to the bachelor's funding. So it's for students from both domestic students and international students. So both from students from the US and students from outside the US as well. So as you can see here, international students are allowed to apply as well. This covers full funding, that's full tuition, and you can get additional funding, can receive additional grants and resources to cover other costs. So you might have other costs like feeding, housing, and things like that. I think this scholarship takes care of it. As you can see here, there's a question here about housing, and it says you will be provided housing with roommates on campus as well. So it's a fully funded scholarship. So first, you have to apply for a course, of course, and just click on the admissions button, and you will see the varieties of bachelor's courses at this university. The variety of bachelor's courses. So just go to major and minor, and then you can click on the college of your choice. This is the School of Management with different courses under management. This is the School of Nursing, different courses under nursing. The School of Arts and Sciences, different social sciences and political science courses, and different courses on education here. So let's take a look at this, for instance. And let's say environmental geosciences. So if you're interested in this course, it's good to read what the course is about, to get good info on what the course is about before you even apply and see whether you'd like it in the first place and see whether you would even want to apply. Then if you like the course, to know the documents that you need to submit, scroll down and click on apply. So it takes you to a page that contains different documents that you might need to submit. But before that, you could check particular information about early decisions. Remember, the scholarship you're applying for is also in tune with early decisions. So you get more info here about what early decisions entail. As you can see, there's also the November date here. There are also mention of the scholarship, the presidential scholarship we talked about. So if you apply for early decision November 1st to get the presidential scholarship. There's also more here about the presidential scholarship, 4 years fully funded. So apart from that, you can also get more info for international students. For international students, what do you need to submit? First year, they said standardized test, English proficiency exam. They said here that tests, special exams, entry requirements that you need to take before applying have been waived because of, well, the things happening around the world. in the first place, or things that have been happening in the past 2, 3 years. So the SAT or the ACT exam are just optional. You do not need to submit them from the information given here. From the information given here. But what about the English language test? It is said if you studied an English majority country, or if English is your native language, you might not need to submit an English language test. So that is also waived. So if you studied in English already, you do not need to submit an English language um, test. So these are the documents you need to submit. The general application here, where you submit your bio data and things like that. A writing college supplement. So they have some pre-assigned topics that you might write on, just 400 words, very short, to just check your writing skills. And then we talked about standardized tests already. As we said, the SAT exams are not required for now for the university. And for the English language test, if you already studied in English, there's no point taking the test. Then your high school transcripts, additional materials, would go to English language test. You can see how to get waivers for English language test, as we spoke about. Then for application fees as well, the application fees the application fee is $80, but it's also possible to get waivers for this application fee. Indicate you have like financial need or the financial difficulty in your application form, and they consider this on person by person basis. It might just be granted an application fee waiver. So that's it for undergrad application and scholarships. So immediately you put in an application before the 1st of November, you're automatically considered for the presidential scholarship. So let's move to the graduate opportunities. So we'll go to the graduate programs. These are the graduate programs at Boston College. There are a number of them here. So I select one you think aligns with your interest, aligns with your area of specialization. So let's go with physics, for instance. So this is physics. And of course, you read basic details about the course. And then we go to the applications requirements to check the different applications requirements. So here it says whether the GRE is required or not. Here they said it's recommended but not required. Things like your transcript, 3 recommendation letters, English language test, they can get a waiver if you're from an English speaking country, or the application fee, which is $75, which you can also get a waiver from in the first place. So we can also go further here to get full info on how to apply. And it's also necessary for most departments in the US to contact professors if you're applying either for bachelor's, or if you're applying for master's rather, or PhD opportunity, because you'll be working under these professors, and they'll serve as your supervisors. So to get funding, to get favorable responses for most of these universities in the US, you need the blessing of at least one professor. So what you do is that you contact one of these professors whose interests align with yours. Check their profile and see which one's interest align with yours. Then send what they call a cold email. Introduce yourself, introduce your academic background, tell them of your intention of wanting to study either a master's or a PhD at this particular department, and tell them you would like to work under their tutelage because your areas of interest align. Usually, you send a copy of your CV, and if possible, of your transcript if you have that. So you can always go to my channel and get a sample of how to send an email to a professor here. So let's return to the department page. So there are other links here you might want to read about where to apply, things about application fee waivers. You can see there's a link here. You can open that as well to get more info about admissions, application fee waivers, and related issues. So here you can see the application form we talked about, transcript, recommendation letters, statement of purpose, standardized test. So for standardized tests, you can check whether the GRE and the rest are waived or not, writing samples, whether it's needed or not, how to get a fee waiver is also written here. That you can ask for a waiver, but you have to show evidence that you have financial hardships. For evidence, you can just show them like a bank statement or something to show them that you do not earn much and financial you need financial help. So here you can go by department requirements. So we looked at physics, for instance, and you can see here physics for PhD, the GRE is recommended but not compulsory. The recommendation letter, statement of purpose, TOEFL and IELTS if that's relevant to you, and then the January deadline. So as you can see here, there is no mention of a writing sample. Here you can see a writing sample here, but in the specific requirements for physics, there's none here. So it's good you check for the specific department. Look at mathematics, for instance, very similar to physics as well. So you could check for other departments. Let's see sociology. You can see sociology. Strongly recommended. That's a good one. Strongly recommended. And I think if you want funding, you should try to do this as much as possible. And then recommendation letter, statement of purpose, and also requires writing sample. Now you can see the department variations. One department would say you need this, another department might say you do not need it. So take that into account in the first place. And that's it, guys. You have a lot to do in your hands already. So utilize all this information to your benefit. And as usual, we cannot wait to celebrate you. Numerous funded opportunities here at Boston College, beginning from a BSc to funded MSc and PhD. So that's it, guys. I hope this was useful. As usual, we cannot wait to celebrate you. And I will see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now.